Hi, Chad. How's it going? Welcome to the stream, guys. So das here. You're debating what build to start in Season 4, huh? And there's many cool options, huh? I'm gonna do a Bash Barb now. I don't have a Bash Barb yet, right? No, but Bash will be pretty good, so let's try that. Can't wait for Minion, Necro, Supremacy. Yeah, how many people are going to play Necro, I wonder? That's an interesting build here, by the way. We're gonna see that soon. I think I'll take this as our baseline here and make a Bash planner out of it. Will Season 4 be the season? It's gonna be probably the season of all time so far, at least. Yeah. Hello, Samuel. Yeah, tier lists and guides will be tomorrow, guys. Need more Arcania. I gave him some feedback and stuff. So maybe they're gonna, you know, I don't know, put in some more time and effort and maybe they're gonna make something out of it. And no stuff. I mean, I actually don't know much about the future, if that's what you mean. Like, I have no clue about expansion, when we're gonna play the beta and all that. I guess in 1 month you're gonna hear it. And around 1 month there's this Microsoft event, so I guess there's gonna be news. And they're probably gonna announce the expansion. And I guess in like around 2 months or so, we're probably gonna play the beta. But I don't really know, so maybe the beta's later. Could definitely make it into a great game. Yeah, maybe. See me at Blizzard's headquarters. Blizzard's headquarters is very far away. You would know when I go there. Well, okay, I mean, I was mysteriously gone for like 5 days last week. I think the new class will be available in the beta. I mean, like, one of the, like, 3 main pieces of new content that they're trying to sell in the expansion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be available in the beta. It's fun to see all the salty necros crying on my golem 28 ranks video. Oh yeah, I heard I got a lot of hate for that video. We can check some comments, how about that? Let me see. Holy shit, you're right actually. So usually I think my average like ratio is around 96, 97% or so. You see this here? 98, 97, 96. Look at this, this has 85%. What the fuck? Oops. Okay, let's see some highly upvoted. Can I sort this by clear cache photos? Top comments. And there's not many like liked comments here, but here's one. I've been mainly Necro since the game started, never been happier. Look, this is very wholesome. Rogue not being the best class for 1 year straight, he never complained about that. I mean, I don't know, I don't really need Rogue to be the best class to enjoy it, to be honest. Now we're counting out Necro, so they get nerfed as it's Rouge B level at best. Funny comments here, actually. Something to keep in mind, neither wudijo or Rob played Necro or focused on them on PTR. Both their bad tag videos are based on Chinese players' video who rolled 100s of characters for unlimited loot and crafting materials. I don't think I've seen a single like Chinese video from the PTR about anything. I mean, this guy has literally no clue what he's talking about, to be honest. Okay. It won't take anything for Necros to be ridiculous. And actually in this video I specifically explained that even if they nerf it, it's gonna be like some 70% nerf to the golems or something, and they're still gonna hit for like a billion. So it doesn't matter. Like, you know, this is not even a nerf basically, it's just a bug fix. I was just trying to let people know that this is most likely happening. Woody must be mad that rogues are ass. Necros can thank Woody for minion nerfs. The thing is, I wasn't even advocating for a nerf in this video. I just talked about, guys, don't be on copium, you're not gonna have 28 ranks to go to mastery. This is all I said, basically. I wasn't even saying that this should get nerfed, I'm just saying that this is not happening. So... Oh man. It's funny. Anyway. Like, it is not happening, guys. This is how it is. Doesn't matter what I want or not. Bold of you to assume they watched the video. Yeah, maybe. I'm pulling the Blizzard levers behind the shroud. Nah, I'm not pulling any levers. I mean, I do give them feedback and all that stuff, but ultimately, you know, I have no idea what they're doing and why and when and whatever, you know. I mean, sometimes they listen to my feedback and, you know, there are certain patch notes, you know, throughout the seasons that you can find that directly come from my feedback, I would say, in some cases. But this is not something I actually gave feedback on. This is just something that cannot happen, you know? It cannot happen, basically. Like, assuming that it can roll 25 ranks to go to mastery on 5 armor pieces makes no sense, you know? This is it. People are just on copium, like, really hard. Oh, come on, not playing Hades Early Access. Yeah, I was thinking about it, actually. I heard about it yesterday. But I didn't look into it now. And tomorrow we have re-rising. We're going to do some re-rising tomorrow. Maybe after tomorrow, since I'm basically almost done with the build making, I think. 1 rank is 25% damage. You can get go to mastery to plus 700% with 28 ranks. You remember a long time ago I said a full controller run to the 100. Did I do it? I'm not sure if I said that. I don't even have a controller. So, I don't know. I have one in Athens. Maybe when I go back to Athens, I can try something like that. But I lose. Joe Shelly plays Rouge. That's why they don't mess with nerfing Rouge that much. I mean, what exactly are you trying to nerf on Rogue, though? Where to start? So many things to nerf. Hello, Chris. Do I agree with Rob's season 4 tier list? I have no idea what his tier list looks like. But Rob is certainly smart, although somewhat optimistic at times. Like, he's sometimes very high on copium, and I guess there's always a bit of caution there. You need to show. But I guess otherwise he probably understands what are the good builds and the bad builds, so. Do a react video. I'm not going to react video. I'm just gonna record my own tier list later, actually. Well, not just my own. It's like a kind of team effort from the Maxwell guys. Since we had our 4-hour meeting on Saturday, talking about all the builds and stuff. But yeah, it's probably gonna end up pretty similar anyway. I mean, some things are just completely obvious. Tornado Druid is ridiculous, Minion Necro is ridiculous. And then there's like a lot of nothing. And then there's some other builds, basically. Might be BD too. I mean, controller is always a disadvantage in games. Like, is there any game in the world where controller gives you an advantage over mouse and keyboard? Like, controller is just always worse, I guess. Like, the precision of mouse and keyboard is just really strong. Halo. Yeah, okay, maybe you have like some auto-aim features or something. I know like some shooters have like auto-aiming and these kind of things, right? Yeah, so in that case, it's kind of stupid, I guess. No rest for the wicked. I don't really see how you have an advantage there. Okay, maybe you can like do a slightly more precise movement or so. Because you're gonna go in all directions and not just in 8 directions. But I feel like this doesn't really matter much and no rest. Minesweeper sollte. How are you doing, Pattern? Lots of sport games are better on controller, Rocket League as well. I'm trying to understand why. Like, what makes the controller better? I don't know, I can't really imagine myself playing anything with controller. But who knows? Maybe at some point I'm gonna become a controller Andy. When my Diablo career is over. We'll see. I mean, I also heard from people that sometimes they use controllers because the hands hurt, and controllers are apparently easier on the hands. PoE2 controller Andy. Let's go. Oof. Oof, dude. Anyway, let's make this build here. We want to make a bash barb. We can probably like repurpose most of the stuff here, so let's see. Also to put bash. Like this. Do we care about lucky hit or something? Not really, right? Do we care about any core skills? Also no. Chance to make enemies vulnerable. That could be interesting. What's the lucky hit on this? Let's make a skill tree, and let's start with that. Article striking 4 times. Using a two-handed weapon. Next core and weapon master skill will overpower. Well, actually we can do dual wield bash, right? That'll work. And how do we select the arsenal? Wait. So I can do bludgeoning or dual wield. Requires a bludgeoning weapon. Okay. So that's what I would do. We go Ramadnis, I guess. One-handed with Ramadnis. That should actually be pretty good, I think. So we can do like maximum resource here. Sort of maximum resource. Not sure if it's really worth it though, we have to calculate how much damage that is. Free is way more user-friendly, the whole Paragon board is too much. Yeah, I mean, they obviously try to make the game a bit more complex and stuff with Paragon boards. And the Paragon boards are definitely like the biggest, like, you know, time consumer when it comes to making a build. Like, making the build and like the aspects and the stats, like, that's pretty straightforward most of the time. Paragon optimization is always like the by far slowest thing when you make a build. Like, I can put probably together this entire, like, paper doll in, like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something. And then this is, like, sometimes an hour. But that's just how it is, I guess. On the other hand, you know, like, the Paragon min-maxing only really matters for, like, try-harding content, right? Doesn't really matter if you, like, do some slight suboptimal choices here. What's the point of maxing resource? Maradnis. So, we put this one here. That should be worth it, I think. Let's see how much resource we can get. Oh, we can do Tobases as well. Okay, actually I'm not sure if we're gonna go for the Melodies, because we need the Bash. Temper. Let's see how much damage this will give. Bash cleaves for 460 damage, that's a lot. So how much is that? So this is 460, 920, 950, 1150 versus 1380. That's 20% extra if I get another weapon. So my roundings might be worth it. If you have 200 Fury, it's 80% damage. That's a lot. You have 182 already here. Helm, Offhand, Paragon. Is there any more resources you can get? This is a 72.8% damage buff. So, Harmonious effect is like a net gain of 60% damage. So can the stats and an aspect give us 60% damage on the one hand? Probably not. I think that's actually the move here. Bash sounds fine. It does a lot of damage though. I mean, the thing is that this is also likely to kind of like drop a lot in power. Like, Bash is a really powerful build actually. It's like one of the best Barb builds in next season from the PTR. But the thing is that this is entirely reliant on this temper. And if this kind of like nerf tempers across the board, then this build will directly get a nerf. Like, it's not like, okay, you know, you lose a bit of extra power or whatever, but, you know, this entire build relies on the temper. So, we'll see, I guess. And it spends a lot of damage. Apparently you can bash for like 50 million or something. Like 3 times a second. So, it's pretty powerful. Hello, Bob Job. Can't wait for next season, yes, Nathan. A temper that makes basic do 500% damage. It's not just that. Like, this, not only does it give you like this damage, it's actually an AoE effect that is a separate hit that this temper produces. You know, like you bash, usually a single target, and then you get like an AoE pop from this temper. And that AoE pop, apparently this is equivalent to weapon damage %, basically. So you actually have a spammable generator that does like 1100% weapon damage. And then that starts scaling with everything else. It's kind of weird. So I wonder how much is getting nerfed, but we should probably make the plan anyway, because even with like, you know, let's say a 50% nerf or something, it would still be pretty decent build. So Maybe gonna have a chance to make enemies vulnerable then. I guess we need Rapid here. Yo, are we gonna put Rapid on two-handed? Let's do Rapid on two-handed. Let's go. Big attack speed. Oh, Pasty. Some Necro really OP like you heard? Yes, it is. We have Fury per second, we don't need that. Could do something like Challenging Shot, but I don't know. I guess we can just throw in there, yeah. Actually, do we all power with this? How does the all power work with this again? Your next core or weapon mastery skill will all power. I wonder if it would be worth to actually include like a kick or something. Maybe actually. Since don't really need a rallying cry. I could do kick and just like do a big kick. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Let's move this. But with power kick, funny enough, kick gets the core tag. I think core tag gets applied to every skill that spends resources, and that even works with this. So you can actually get a guaranteed overpower there from the kick. It's actually not terrible. You could even go banish lords if you want, but whatever. Yo, thanks for the sub, bestie. Appreciate it. 20% attack speed on one-handed mace. Yeah, I mean, every class is gonna have attack speed cap, so that's not really a problem, but Barb is actually not the best class next season. Hi, Mind Clear. Nice new album. Oh, is it out already? Wait a minute. Yeah, I was supposed to release today, actually, but... Oh yeah, it told me. Okay, it's live. Nice. Yeah, I got a new album, guys, from our lower records. You know, like the superb music that we have. Just in time for next season. I can listen to it in a moment. I have played Re-Rising before, a little bit, yes. Yeah, I have a sponsored stream tomorrow actually for Re-Rising. I really like the game, it's fun. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it again. Retribution on Amulet. Yeah, this is, I'm still fixing right now. This is from the double swing build. The thing is, they don't really overpower our main attack, so I don't think Banish Lords makes sense. Like, we don't really have any triggers for overpower here. After damaging enemies 4 times, the next bash will stun. And we also get fortified there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I think Banish Lords makes no sense here, just for the kick sometimes. But the kick is just kind of there. It's not really supposed to do much. Maybe I don't even run it. I'm not sure how much damage this can do. It does 18% damage. Knocks back enemies. Boah. It consumes all of your fury. There's additional damage per 10 fury spent. So if you have 200 fury, that is 500% extra damage. That's actually nothing, right? What? Wait, is it 25% weapon damage? Okay, if it's 25% weapon damage, then it's 500% weapon damage. 518. I think the kick is actually less than a bash. I think it's actually pointless. I'm not gonna do this. The thing is, after the kick, we also have to... we have to refill our resources again from our Adney. Which I guess is relatively fast, but it's still like 10 attacks or something. So, I'm not sure about this. It would be only good for Wrath of the Berserker to get the buff. We can put in a Hectic, reset our Wrath. That's probably not worth it though. Get Beefy Charge. Charge is not a core skill. It's not buffed by Bash. It's only core or weapon mastery, so it means death blow if anything. I'm sad about the hectic nerf. Yeah. Wasn't really unexpected, to be honest. Hectic was pretty OP, and it's still pretty good. Yeah, Kick will trigger the rough damage bonus, so that's like the main advantage of Kick. But the thing is, they removed the snapshot of it. You can't snapshot it anymore. So... the question now is, does it last 5 seconds, or does it last 10 seconds? Or does it last 15, I guess? 5 or 15? Oh, I need to ask Softmaster about this. He has tested this, actually. But he told me that there's no longer snapshots. So the question is it only for 5 seconds, or is it for 15 seconds? It's 5 seconds, is pretty bad. 15 is okay, I guess. Because you can get the cooldown pretty low with tempers. And then it's just like every 15 seconds or something you activate it, do a kick, and you have the 100% damage bonus. So that could be the way. Before the hour race, I played Re-Rising early access race, and now before Season 4, we're playing 1.0. Yeah, it was like around a year ago, I think, when I played it. I'll show exactly when it was. But it was fun. Do you use Ableton? Do you use what? I don't make the music myself directly. So I have like a collab with the Low Wave Records label, and they make this basically. But you know, I'm in touch with them. We discuss the music and you know what I would like, and you know, talk about like example tracks and stuff like that. So it's not me making the music exactly. Guess I can just put Staying Strike, cause why not? Man, Concussion is so bad now, right? Would you ever use this again? While using 2-handed weapons, you deal 5% increased critical strike damage, huh? It's pretty good. Maybe it's worth to go 2-handed. And we bash with our 2-handed weapon. Instead of monotony. Because you can get stuff like this, that's 15%, that's a lot. Two-handed mace, chance to gain fury. Which is increase crit damage to stunned or vulnerable enemies while berserking. So that's actually pretty decent here. What do we have on one-handed? We have a sword. There's attack speed. This is not bad. This is useless. This is useless. And then we have a mace. Damage and damage to stunned. This is fine. Chance to gain berserking. That's useless. Okay. Two-handed mace might actually be better than one-handed for this. Because using a monotony also means we have less tempers. And we also have to like stack maximum fury and these kind of things. So maybe we're gonna do this at two-handed. So we can go heavy-handed. Just try to stack as much crit as possible. For example, we don't really need this, for example. Let's go crit chance. Let's go. And we have crit there. Crit there, crit there. 70% crit chance. There's no unique here, right, that we care about? Nah. Elements, devilish. We don't need that. Retribution. We could keep that around. Mid-Lasher. We need Moonrise, actually. Wait, is that good? That is getting buffed by 200, right? Yes. So we have this, and we have adaptability. Actually, how about adaptability? Is that a resource one, right? Okay. When cast below 50% resource, while at the 50%. Okay, this is like another reason not to use kick, really. I don't think the kick strat is really the way. Like, the kick is just kind of like a waste of damage, I feel. But I guess if you don't invest into maximum resource, we can get this back really fast. It's like 2 free bashes and we're back at about 50%. Yeah, I think this is a two-handed angle, actually. We go heavy-handed. We have these extra points that don't really have anything to do with them. Increase crit chance against stunned, immobilized, or slowed. We can do this as well. See you, Klein87. And thanks for the sub from sub6565. Appreciate the prime. Any Leap Quakers? I'm not a big fan of Leap Quake, I think. I like the concept, but I don't really like like how it looks, man. Like you just jump up and down all the time. Yeah, how about you just do Steel Grasp here? I guess we don't do Wrath. And now, okay, I have to check the attack speed, yeah. So, Frenzy, Battle Trance, Carnage is 16, okay, one-handed. Okay, Rupture is capped to. We have a lot of attacks from Rapid, we have Carnage probably. We don't have so much attack speed. Yeah, I think Rupture makes no sense, yeah. Although it's 40%, that's a lot. For 5 seconds. And it's guaranteed to overpower. Maybe this is a Rupture angle, actually. Oh, I didn't realize that changed Enhanced Rupture. This damage is increased by 10% for every 50 strength you have. Interesting. Actually, I can mega buff this. Are we unironically putting Rupture in there? 40% attack speed. We're gonna have attack speed. Like, we're gonna have an actual attack speed cap, I think. We're gonna have 100% on cap 1. We have 40% on cap 2. 30% from Rapid. 16% from Carnage. That's 86. You're only 14% away from absolute cap. Almost. Hello, Geos of Lucky. How's it going? Extra attack speed is capped at 100%. Yeah, there's 2 caps of 100%. One is the gear cap, and one is the powers. Kind of, you know. It's like a rule of thumb at least. You have to always check this list, yeah. Upheaval size buff is insane. Yeah, I mean, Upheaval size is cool and all, but I mean, it's still Upheaval. It doesn't kill bosses. Oh no, it did get a little better, right? They made like an Upheaval aspect like a season ago. Bronze skill damage released on enemy game berserking. Yeah. We can do Power Warcry, we can do this. And then there's also berserking there. I'm a bit worried about berserking uptime, to be honest. We can do charging. Sure. Actually, if we put Rapid on the amulets, we're gonna have attack speed cap. That's kind of funny. How fast are going to attack, man? With 200% bonus, so with 200 weapon. Space time 0.9. So it's going to be 2.7 attacks per second. And I'm not sure what's the multiplier on Bash. Maybe it's also like a bit faster because like a general a basic skill. Ah shit, we also have Moonrise actually giving us 20%. So you actually have to remove like a roll somewhere. Attack speed, life, strength. Or do we put rest on our glove? It's kind of funny. Crit, vulnerable, res. Maybe. Armor. Don't need that either. Okay, what else do we do instead of this maximum resource? Strength. Can do steel grasp here for like more steel grasping. That would be kind of cool, I think. 7.7 seconds. 8.1. No, it doesn't do that much actually. Going all in. 8.7. It's like 1 second difference for greater work and 2 masterworks. Might be better off with this. But okay. We can do this. So what do we do here? Damage from berserking, I suppose. Or do we? Damage of bludgeoning weapons. Damage when swapping weapons. It's like the same numbers. Damage when Brahma's Berserker is active. Warcry is active. Cake charge. Close. Actually, this is better. Close is better. So let's do this. And we don't need that much damage for berserking. And we are always in close range, right? We're never gonna hit something that's like not in close range, I think. Bash is not really large. Can we get bash size? No. I'm not sure how large this is, but I guess that's only close range, so we can do that. Okay, then we have stun, 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 freeze. I guess you wanna have more different crowd controls here. Don't need that many stuns. Freeze, stun, slow, immobilize, stun. That's fine. I'm planning committing to Rogue for Season 4. I mean, I like Rogue a lot. And I think it's gonna be fun to not cheese away through the entire game. Okay, we have shared misery. I don't think we need that. So concussive strikes there. Let's do might here. Let's do hectic there. Retribution here. I think this is fine. Is there any other defensive aspect you can take? Don't think so. I mean, something like Crowded Sage could be interesting, actually. If you just roll a bunch of dodge. Successful dodges restored 20% of your maximum life. That's wild. I think they nerfed it though, right? I know they nerfed the other one. Assimilation. They dodge 45 or 10% of your maximum life. Okay, so they nerfed this one. Crowded Sage could be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do it. It's gonna be like very chill. There's also Undying. If Undying can heal 6% per second just attacking, which is also pretty good to be honest. Don't really have like much other heals, I think. Not much else to put there. Besides maybe Exploiters. And Undying. Rapid. Oh, we have 2 times Rapid now. Let's see if we find something better. It's gonna be first season again since season 1. Alright, good luck, man. It's gonna be fun. Can I explain the attack speed thing? The sheet. I can link it here. On TLDR, you can stack 100% attack speed from cap 1 and you can stack 100% from cap 2. And here are all the effects listed from each class. I'm doing Bash right now. I think Dust Devils, Frozen Up, and Minion Necro will be top builds. No, no, and yes. Although Frozen Up and Dust Devils will be decent at least. We're only like 8 here. Could do a Curse Touch actually. What's the lucky hit on this? 50%. That's actually a lot of lucky hit. Maybe I'm gonna do a Curse Touch. Wait a minute. Ground Stomp. Creates an Earthquake. While standing in Earthquakes, you deal 50% increased damage. Now that could be interesting. What if instead of the Rupture stuff, we're gonna do a Ground Stomp? Oh my god. I don't have an ultimate on the bar. Okay, what about Call of the Ancients? 20% bonus attack speed and 20% damage. Yo, wait a minute. I don't see it on the list. It's not on the list. Prime Call of the Ancients. It's not in the fucking list, man. Okay. I'm just gonna assume it's cap 2. Enemies are slow, chance to stun enemies. You can get a lot of cooldown reduction on this. No. Call of the Ancients. Dude. 30%? Call of the Ancients, 30%. 30%. Okay, so how much is that? Base cooldown? 50. So this is already 17 seconds. Times 0.15 and a half seconds. Yo, what if we just do Call of the Ancients, man? It's a lot of damage. I kind of want to keep Warcry and Charge, though. And a good reason to use Ground Stomp would be to reset the cooldown. On the other hand, on single target, we only get -2 seconds, so we can get it low enough anyway. I wanna keep Seagrass. I think Seagrass is good. Any other good way to get Earthquakes? Ground Storm creates an Earthquake. Nope. The other one is a mobility one, right? Earthquake. How do you get earthquakes? Here. Leap creates an earthquake. While standing in earthquakes, you gain 25% crit damage reduction. That's a lot. And the glyph for earthquake. Rumble. 10% increased damage to bosses and crowd-controlled enemies for each active earthquake. How many do we have realistically though? Even if we have ground stomp. Use the cooldown of leap for 5 seconds. Hitting a boss if leap provides the maximum number. That's not what I was looking for. Is it utility or mobility? Yeah, damaging enemy with kick or ground stomp resets leap's cooldown. I mean, Warcry is only plus 15% damage. And because it's berserking. And then silence is 25% damage. So that would be kind of the equivalent of 2 earthquakes. I also have to give up an aspect for it though. Nah, I'm not sure if I should do that. You have to give up a glyph. Rogues will not have ST builds. Where will Incinerate Stock be? I don't know. C or D maybe? Most of the other Necro builds are stupid slow compared to Sorg, like 1/4 of the clear speed and move speed. Yeah, I think like only looking at like the perma teleport, like insta one-shot everything, Sorg builds are right. And this is not exactly how most of the game will play, so... How will Blighting be? Pretty good, I think. Why does Blizzard hate rogues? I don't think they hate it. There's ground some cooling reduction as a defensive mod. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I don't want to ground some that much all the time, though. It's gonna be annoying. Steel grass cooldown reduction. Don't think about this changing shout that much. I'm gonna Steel Grasp here just to like pull stuff. Pulling stuff with Great Steel Grasp is gonna be pretty nice, I think. Need creates an earthquake. Yeah. I'd really like to use the earthquake aspects. It's not a lot of damage. Don't really see that much else, yeah. It's 50% damage. Ancestral Charge, Berserk Gripping, Moonrise, Adaptability, Elements, Rapids. I don't have Edge Master's aspect actually. Can do that as well, it's 40%. There's also Inner Calm. I guess there are a few aspects that would make sense. Curse Touch wouldn't be bad. Two-handed Edge Masters, man. He has like a 160% damage buff. Moonrise. And then there's 40% on the other two-handed weapon. Wonderful. That seems scuffed. That seems so bad. So I might rather just do Rapid. But Rapid is less as well. I'll be capping out. You have too much attack speed anyway, so you have to remove some. I'm sure what to put. All power, critical damage. I mean, this would actually build that would really benefit from Grandfather, I just realized. Can just put a Grandfather in there later. Because this is not that good, yeah. Although actually we lose the bash thing, right? So maybe not. Might be a bad idea. Strength, life, attack speed. No, we don't have another option here. Vuln damage. Crit damage or vuln damage. Gonna do crit. You have 75% crit chance. That's a lot. Okay. There's chance to make vulnerable, there's chance to make vulnerable. I wonder if there's like Call of the Ancients duration. The last 6 seconds, it's very short. I'm not sure how long the animation is of this. But yeah, they stun, they slow. Damage, attack speed, I guess it's fine. So I think we have this stuff ready. The tree is ready. Expertise. I guess that will just be 200x anyway. There's damage to stunned enemies, which is not bad. 10% damage to vulnerable and 20% to stunned. And crit chance against injured. Maybe you're actually gonna go for the one-handed mace. One-handed mace expertise. 20% chance to stun. It's kind of interesting. But they are stunning. Every 4 hits we will stun for 2 seconds. So anything that survives a few hits will just get stunned. Also have a chance to stun there, so you can potentially stun him before that already. We have 25% chance there. 25 again, it's like 50%. So 1 in 4 will stun, and also every 4 hits I get a guaranteed stun. That should be fine. It's like a stagger build, I guess. I want to build a kick, chains build with thorns and bleed as priority. Yeah, thorns can be very powerful. As an aspect, bring us out to ancients when you use certain skills. Yeah, but it's not these ancients here. This is just like an ancient that does the ability once and then disappears, and that aspect is super bad. What damage type will be top notch in season 4, like Wound in season 0, Overpower in season 2? There's like not really one single winner, I guess. I think in general he's gonna stack a lot of attack speed and crit these days, if you're playing a crit build. Okay, how often do I get overpower for the 10% bonus here? We don't have a spender, so we cannot overpower with our bash. So it's basically 3% chance, so I need 33 hits on average to get an overpower. That means like around 10 seconds of attacking or so. So it's like roughly half the uptime. That's probably okay, I guess. Probably less though. Half is only when I'm constantly DPS. Warbringer. So this is useless. This is also useless. There's life though. Now that's gonna be the shittiest pathing ever, man. I just realized. I don't think I can do this. Yeah, Warbringer doesn't help us at all. But there's life and there's life. That's usually extremely good here on Barbs. Because you have the Warbringer for the Fortify and you have the life and the life. But I don't need this, I don't need this. I mean, you don't need the maximum fury either because you don't do the Ramadani strat. So... that is fine. That's whatever. Nope. 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 Okay. Okay. Berserking duration. I might want to pick that. Okay, skills are currently strike generate free fury. We don't really care. Is that something for like basic attacks? While wielding an axe. Axes are cool, but it doesn't help me here. While wielding a mace, the tremors increase overpower damage. That doesn't help us. Exploit could be something. Here's might. I do have ambidextrous, you have ambidextrous. So we can just swap those. Okay, it's the same thing basically. Whoa. I mean, you could put an exploit, I guess that's fine. Get some vulnerable. But we already have vulnerable from Steel Grasp, and we have vulnerable from 1, 2, 3 triggers. So I don't really like this. Man, everything is kind of bad, man. This would be nice if I go one-handed. But I couldn't do it actually, because if I go Radney one-handed, then we have the mace in a second slot, so we can't do this either. Oh yeah, doesn't work. Damn. I guess it's an exploit glyph, but I don't like this. I'm doing bash build right now, Seba. No, hemorrhage is just really bad. I mean, they are from bleeding, but that's it. He has life and coldness, which is kind of cool. Dude, we are 4 points away from Warbringer, and I'm not picking it. That's like the saddest story. Top 10 anime betrayals, man. I can't. Like, I literally cannot proc it. This is so sad. And it's also like 2 4s. It's like so much. This is 10 travel points to get to this, yeah. That's really bad. And doesn't even leave me like close to the exit either, right? 2, 4, 6. It's 2, 4, 6. It's not really useful. There's only 6 as well there, for example. I like numbing Wrath more. I mean, this build in particular, you don't need any source of fortify because Bash already fortifies you anyway. And then you also have this here, for example, or something, so it's fine. I'm Daxter's and Might with Hemorrhage for Blood Rage for almost 40% the auto bleed. Where you can't run Ambidextrous and Might, so you can only have one of them. Hello, Carol. Can I make the Poison Barrage build now? Nope. Why don't run Pain Gorges? That's a good question. I don't really expect it to work. I think Pain Gorges will only work with the base hit of the skill, which does nothing. All the damage is the cleave. I'll be very surprised if Pain Gorges works. Pain Gorges needs a good AoE dot. I mean, Pain Gorges is a very strong item, it just doesn't fit in his build. Like, not every basic skill just uses Pain Gorges by default. You know, depends on the skill. I mean, it's really strong. 200% damage to everything that's marked. And it has okay stats. How does Frenzy Barb look like? Yeah, if you want to play Frenzy, then I suggest to just play Thorns. Because that actually frenzies at least. But like, if you try to kill stuff with Frenzy, I wouldn't recommend. Man, this Paragon board is weird. Now, is there like another way out? If I path out here, for example, like if I remove this. No. Can we at least pick this or something? Damage for 45. At least it wouldn't feel so bad. Where did I put these other points? Oh, there's life as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 7. Doesn't have res though. This one has res as well, which might be important. This is fire res. And we barely on cap here with the fire. With 1 gem and the 2 and 1 ring. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 actually. This is 5, 6, 7. That is pretty long pathing here. Let me try to change something like this. Bunch of willpower that we don't really care about, I think. Damage actually more healthy, okay. Hmm. We did save some points at least. The thing is, I don't really care about Warbringer being buffed like this. For example, this here would be nice. Do you have like another short path? 2, 4, 6, 7. Carnage is getting buffed, I guess. Oh, it's not. This is board 4, and I'm not even close, man. Just damage by berserking and close the R. Let's go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually not terrible if you do something like this, yeah. Oh, we have 50 strength though. 1, 2, oh shit. So we'd have to do this maybe. That looks so funky, man. What the hell? Okay. So I intentionally path a bit longer so I can get the R here. Like this. Undaunted there. Okay. Wait, you have Twister Glyph here. Oh shit, wait a minute. The difference gains damage for 4 seconds after creating a Dust Devil. This is actually not something you want, I just realized. Warbringer's nice. It has res and physical damage. And both these are pretty pointless though for me right now. I have enough res. Hey Robot Boy. And here's some PvP builds. Not really, but we are gonna do PvP tournament on hardcore on Saturday actually. It's gonna be fun. So get ready for that. I forgot to add the dash thing here. How's Frozen Orb after it changes? Oh, still pretty good. Let's do that close damage everywhere. I guess close is also not so much in risk of a nerf as berserking damage. You have to get 1 point now. Damage reduction boom. Okay, we could try this. Wait, it's the same. How come? I have one too much. Well, how do we do this? Looks like there's not really a way out. Let's have to change this one here. I don't know what to do. Dealing false damage to an enemy. Marshal. Polearm, Crusher. 10% overpower. I mean, we are using a mace, but we're not overpowering. Brawling skills to increase damage. Maybe it's gonna throw like a random rare buffing glyph somewhere on like a really good board. But is that a thing somewhere? Not here, not there. Or do you have a matching buffing there? You can do rare buffing instead, but okay. Bone Breaker has a damage reduction for health here. So this could be an option here. So maybe we're gonna do this after all. Or what is there? Magic buffing after casting a shard skill. This is strength requirements. So we could try this, let's see. This is 45. It's 9.4% damage reduction. Maybe I'll do this. This looks really weird here. This doesn't help us. So let's see if we can make this work. That looks very funny, actually. Like, we take this here, and then we go out, and that's it. That's kind of hilarious. Maybe that's the way, actually. And this doesn't necessarily need to be the first board either. There's the R from Woln. But I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, maybe this is our board. Actually. This looks very funny here. Like this one straight line. Look at this, it's 10 points straight. It's pretty funky. Would use them with Dexterous or Might there. Yeah, I put my Marshall now. We already have Might on Carnage. So there's 8.4 close, which is pretty good. Like, there's no rare buffing glyph, right? But Up doesn't really have rare buffing, there's only Revenge. I think it's the only one, right? And it's only 100%, it's also less than on other classes. Usually it's 150, I think, for rare. Or something like that. So it's just kind of weak. Okay, I think this is fine, actually, what we got here. Our armor is also looking fine. We have too much armor, actually. We probably don't need this. Get a more Seagrass cooldown. How's my charge cooldown? 10.7 seconds. And then we have cooldown there. Let's do this. So we can charge like every 2.5 seconds, which is pretty decent, I guess. We could still put like a charge cooldown somewhere. How much move speed do we have? 150. Damage just stunned. Slow, stun, freeze, mobilize. So let's do another stun chance here. So we can like really stun stuff really fast. We're gonna stun like, I don't know, every 2 hits or something, basically. Maximize the Art of Bleeding. Yeah, the thing is the Art of Bleeding probably doesn't even work against the Shadow bosses. So I rather, I mean, I don't know if like the Art of Close probably doesn't also necessarily work, but damage reduction by health will definitely work. You know, this is applied to your character, so this is really good to buff. Oh, we don't actually have the points there. Wait a minute. Oh, that's in the wrong order, that's why. So it's speed number 4. Okay, now should be fine. 450. This is irrelevant. Oh, we need 1 willpower node. Wait a minute. Okay, 1. Uh-oh. Okay, here. What? Man. The rounding, man. Okay, I need one more. Here's willpower. Okay. Nice. Blizzard Math, yes. I count as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Call of the Ancient stuff here, but I guess it could be kind of funny. Not necessarily better than just rupturing. So the good thing is, like, Rupture doesn't actually require... the Call of the Ancient doesn't actually require a target, and it looks fun too. Can it be hit? Can you take aggro for monsters? I hope not. Because then that's can be a bit of a disaster, but worst case you can switch to Rupture there. And we would also free up some stuff to temper here. So we could actually temper other stuff like, I don't know, Brawling cooldown, right? So we can like perma-charge. Maybe we should do that actually instead of Call of the Ancients memes. We get 40% attack speed there, which is a lot. So this is 85% attack speed. Yeah, we're gonna have attack speed cap if you go Rupture. Actual cap. But that's only 5 seconds. You can do Iron Skin if you want. Why mix of topaz and yeah, this is I used my double swing Barb here. I need to fix this. I built this from the double swing. Anemia, Berserk Ripping aspects. Yeah, this is like Season 3 meta, but this is not Season 4 meta. Like, if you want to have any crowd control, you just temper it on your items now. Like, Anemia and, I don't know, all these like crowd control aspects are all really shit now. But the Maxo guys, we updated. Yeah, everything is tomorrow. So next week, cap at 100% like the planner shows. I'm gonna need this, yeah. There's 200% caps. Yeah, cap 1, cap 2. You can check the stuff there. Ran Coda to try the pants. Yeah, let me see the pants again. I tried the pants as well, but I wasn't really convinced. They have life, cooldown, strength, and damage reduction. I mean, damage reduction is nice, but that's it. Okay, how much healing do we have in this build? What about Temerity? But Temerity in a 45 build is kind of weird. Tibalts. Yeah. We could do Tibalts even if we don't care about the resource. It's 20% DR, 20% damage. And we are proccing it with charge all the time. So it's not bad to go Tibalts if you want. Oh no, we can't. We need... Okay, we have Bash. Never mind. We need Bash ranks. So we can't do this. Maybe a Shaco wouldn't be that terrible on this build. Just more ranks. And some DR. Now, how's my berserking uptime? So we have unconstrained, which is nice, so I can get up to 10 seconds. How much berserking duration do we have? 22.5, not very much. Is berserking duration a thing here? This is a weapon mod, so we can't. Okay, so berserking comes from 1 second from charging, that's not much. Nothing there. 4 seconds from Warcry, it's also not much. No Wrath. And 2 seconds here. Yeah, I think we might have to get 3 points there in Battle Fervor to make this feel good. So we drop either No Mercy or we drop Slaying Strike. Slaying Strike feels good though, because you get big pumps. Even if it's not that strong. So... I mean, technically we don't need this very much. This might be kind of wasted. We don't care about the slow, we don't care about the fury. This guy has a 30% chance to stun stuff, and we're stunning stuff anyway. So maybe I literally take this out. We do this. We take one of the crit things. We do this. I think this will help a bit. Blood Rage note. Yeah, but it's only when you kill stuff. I don't like relying on Blood Rage. And it's only 10% chance. So I don't want to rely on this. Man, Connors, what do you think of that Warbringer board, by the way? Do you like it? Oh man. It looks so cursed. Would I start as Barb? Probably not. I might go Rogue. Stay hello. Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to pick up the life, man, because there's no glyphs or anything I can get. So I'm just like, okay, let's just stack life. And I'm like, I can't use this. So bad, man. But then we have life here and life there, so I feel that. Oh man, I also have a really good one on Rogue, watch out. That looks also funny. I think it's there. It's the same layout of a board. Yeah. Go in there and puff out again. Looks also really funny, man. It's like the same story. You have the DR, and you have life. And it's actually not that far to the gate from there, so... Looks hilarious, this board. Yeah, building Paragon's boards this season is actually pretty funny, man. I kind of like it. So much weird stuff. Hardcore fact. Nah, it's not just hardcore. Like, I think people are generally too high on copium with their builds from what I've seen. And they think they can walk in there in the pit with like 25k life and live, and I don't think this will happen. Ultimativer Schaden für Schattenklon. Weiß ich nicht, aber wahrscheinlich schon, aber bringt nichts. Schattenklon ist nicht sehr hilfreich. Hey Norfi. I don't think I have a single build of 25k plus life. I don't think I have a single build of less than 40k, Norfi, so there's that. Can you go to live nuts on the other side? You mean here? I mean, there's maximum fury and fury and kill, which is useless. I mean, you mean like path in here, take it? I mean, in that case, you have like 5 or 6 travel nodes here and 5 or 6 on the other side. So it's like 12 travel nodes just to try to get to this. It's not worth it. Like here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quite a lot. But at least we can also pick the Fortify generation or something there. I mean, I don't know, it's like a tiny bit of damage here. So we kind of grab this while we go there. It's not really worth it, but it's just like 3 points ahead. Okay, I'm kind of happy with the setup here. Hardcore moment. I don't know, I mean, I played plenty of builds on the PTR with like 30k life, 35k life, up to 40k life. And the amount of one-shots were crazy, even at that level. So, it's not just a hardcore moment, Norfi. Especially like when you get to the point where monsters actually become unstoppable, and you don't just permanently see them to death, and then, okay, you dodge a few things on a boss. Like if you actually do like, let's say, 5 minute plus pit runs, for example, in like a push or something, like, You're gonna die if you don't have life, I think. Rotate the board and just go for life. Ah, I mean, don't take the glyph here. I mean, if you go for this life here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to the glyph. And then 2 more here. Nah, it's fine to go for this. The only reason not to do this is if we want to go for another board and get some rare notes or something on the glyph. But all these other boards I could get here. Let's see what else is there. Actually, here's the arm from bleeding. We could try to do that. So instead of pathing up there, remove this entire thing. This is territorial. So let's move this. We might not need the rest, right? So that's the arm from bleeding at least. Can we do territorial here? Ooh. Two, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I guess that's okay. And now what? Kinda stuck here. So well, it's so much more points though. How come? I guess it makes sense, because there's only these 2 here. Only 13 to the glyph. And some of those points to the glyph already give me the glyph itself. Yeah, we're at -3 and we still have to path to the gate. It's like 6. I don't think we can. It's fine. There will be a hardcore race, yes. But I'm still holding off on the public announcement, like the big announcement. Because we are fixing the website right now. Oh, wait a minute, there's a live note. I forgot that one. Look at that. It's also a strength note. Okay, we have -1 now. What do we do? Do we have like some random damage node? Too much? Ooh. Damage of 45 generation. I don't really need those 3 points. Not sure what else I could put though. Let's take this train strength there, but they have 2000 strength. So it's like 0.5% damage. Which might actually be more than this, right? They also have 10% fortified generation, which probably doesn't matter much. It's 15% additive. This build has 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 1k, 1.3, 1.4, around 1.5k. So this is roughly 1% DPS for 3 points. So maybe do this after all. It's also 10 additive, 10 strength, it's probably better. Okay. What's wrong with the website? Nothing is wrong with the website. I was just talking about the race event. We have to build the page basically and the sheet and all that stuff, so we can display the leaderboard on Maxwell. Otherwise, just don't play Rogue and don't play Hardcore. Yeah, you can definitely play Rogue on Hardcore. It's not like that bad, but it's definitely the hardest class on Hardcore. Epoch, what do we got there? Fill to give you an early look on what's coming. Okay, should we check that out? Oh, it's actually a very short post. Okay. PC Gamer gave Finalizing very good review score. Yeah, we're playing that tomorrow, actually. Actually, Hardcore is not that hard. Okay then. Then I see you on the leaderboard, Andrew. Andrew. Okay, what is this here? Face terrifying new monolith threats, harbingers and pinnacle boss. Random encounters and nemesis. Wait, are we playing PoE or last Epoch? Evade dodge throw mechanic. Oh shit, man. Okay, so that comes in 1.1. Okay, 1.2. Uncover the secrets of Eterra's ancient past. Primal Hunt Endgame events. Ancient Era story chapter. That's cool. I was really hoping they would do something more of the Ancient Era. Primordial Uniques. Uh-oh. Primals are back, guys. Okay. Here's like some cryptic... This looks like a spider web. Like, language. What the fuck is that? Okay, this actually looks like spider stuff in general. Explore lost realities preserved in time. Monolith of Fate expansion. Unique false echoes. New procedural side sense. Sounds like Delve or something. Okay. Unlock your skills' true potential. Introducing skill sigils. New endgame bosses. Transmog and die system. Okay. Well, generally it sounds kind of cool. Speak English, Spider Boy. Dodge roll, man. It's kind of funny how dodge is like in every RPG now suddenly, right? Like, how did that start? Like, it was like casually implemented in D4 and now it's like in PoE 2, it's gonna be in this, it's gonna be everywhere, man. As always, a team here to length our games dedicated to making an RPG of our dreams. We all know that's a process that takes time, determination, and commitment. As of this writing, we have brought on excellent new people, continue looking for more, and are developing new and exciting content faster than ever. Our roadmap continues to showcase that we have long-term plans last ever against content. Okay, here's the thing about roadmaps though. We are striving to be one of the best and most community-centered game studios in the industry, and oftentimes the best laid plans of goals and gods need to change. Well, this could be for a variety of reasons. The primary one is you, the community. As each new cycle is released, we plan to collaborate with the community to let you know what's being worked on. Listen to your feedback and suggest those plans and continuously monitor. Each of the items listed on the roadmap are just a few examples of key features we plan to introduce for that cycle and do not present the only things being worked on. Rest assured, the team is working hard and developing faster than before, while also expanding with many new team members, bringing the game you deserve and produce a whole host of other features we have planned beyond those listed on the roadmap. As we move towards each new patch, we also plan to update our roadmap to keep you informed of our plans and any changes that may have been based on the feedback we hear from the community. We plan to update the roadmap just after update 1.2 and again after update 1.4. Pinnacle content release timing Paul. Lastly, development for 1.1 is coming along nicely, and we're excited to show you all the great content, balances, bug fixes, and endgame pinnacle bosses content coming along with it. Over the last few months, the community has started discussing cycles and how content is made available to both legacy and new cycle characters. Our current plan for 1.x series of patches is to bring all content to offline, cycle, and legacy realms. We also believe in allowing cycle characters a small bit of time to attempt new pinnacle content before extremely well geared and optimized offline and legacy characters have a chance to showcase just how fast they can conquer it. For a refresher, existing cycles will be moved to Legacy at the beginning of a new cycle. Creating new cycle characters will give everyone an even playing field with an economy reset. And the need to reroll a new separate character. Cycles also where people may compete on our cycle leaderboards. With that said, we'd love to hear from you about our currently proposed plans. Please just take a few minutes. It's 4 questions to help us continue to grow with our community. Okay, so if you want to do the poll, you can do that here. It's kind of cool stuff. Let's check this out. I'm not going to read this whole thing. An example of how this might work. Patch 1.1 releases and all new content is patched to all game modes, with the exception of the Pinnacle boss, which is only available to new cycle online characters. I really like that, actually. Like, one thing I really dislike about PoE introducing like a new patch is that people go in standard and just one-shot the boss on, like, you know, the first hour, basically. And having the new Pinnacle bosses be only a new cycle is really cool. Because then everyone gets to see them for the first time and stuff. Hi, Nymphona. How are you? My eyes. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Okay, I can make it a bit smaller for less eye damage. How do you feel about a small delay before releasing Pinnacle boss to offline? Strongly agree. Do you go with the proposed plan from question 1? You would want to have a time delayed action that releases the boss regardless of whether someone has cleared it or not. This prevents the content from being locked inadvertently. What is the longest amount of time you think the Pinnacle boss should wait to be released if nobody has cleared it? I think 1 week is fine. If you go with the proposed plan from question 1, what is the shortest amount of time after the Pinnacle boss has been cleared before an Onyx for all game modes? Yeah, there's not really a reason to wait, I think. Is there a specific game mode within Cycle Online that should be preferable to the unlocking condition? Any game mode? Cycle Online Hardcore? That's a good question. I guess this one is the one that really matters. Hardcore solo. Anyway, kind of cool stuff. I'm hyped for the Pinnacle bosses, actually. And this time I will actually be racing for... I guess there's gonna be prizes, right? I guess I'm gonna do some other prize event or something. It'll be cool. What class are you grinding next season? There's 5 classes. You can just choose one. I'm good too, Info now. I'm just making builds and stuff. I think the splash one is ready. Let's put it in the channel. Looks fine. Are you guys hyped for the next last Epoch patch, by the way? Looks really cool here, this roadmap. I mean, I don't really know what all these things mean necessarily exactly, but Wonderful Faith expansion sounds good. So maybe there's like a new boss like Orbis or something, and procedural side zones, that could be fun. Primal Hunt Endgame events, I don't know, there's like maybe like some new stuff that you can find in the monoliths. Harbingers. I guess Harbingers is probably related to the Pinnacle boss system. Maybe these are like the mini bosses that you have to farm to get like the Pinnacle bosses stuff. I probably can't see it because of the cam. but it's here. It's a great time for 1.0. Yeah, I agree. But having a dodge roll in the game is kind of cool. And that's actually coming in next patch. So this might mean the bosses and the fights might just be like a bit more dynamic in general as well, which is nice. 1.3 looks exciting. Yeah, unique false echoes, whatever that is. I guess probably like a bit like unique maps from PoE or something, where there's like some weird stuff going on. Skill sigils. I wonder what that is. New endgame bosses, transmog and die system. And this is probably like the biggest patch here actually, 1.4. In terms of like, just like, you know, player retention and hype and stuff. Just like, people like making weird stuff with builds. And whatever that means, so the sigils, that could be fun. But yeah, I'm actually excited for the 1.1 the most. The bosses. I like these boss things. I want to do MG run for cycle 2. I never tried Merchant's Guild. I mean, I know it was really OP, but it's only really like a softcore thing and didn't play softcore, so. Don't I think Gauntlet is bad design for ladder? Pitbush works better. Depends on what you're trying to do or what you think is like a fun competition. I mean, a lot of people don't like the Gauntlet very much, but as a competitive feature, it's actually a really good feature, I guess, if you care about that. It just like requires you to compete in a way that is like very unlike ARPGs, which is why it's so unpopular. Like the main way to be successful in the Gauntlet is to sit down and make a strategy, and people don't like to do that. But it's actually like, you know, if you have a better route than other people, you'll beat them. So Necromancer, blood skills, attack speed, temper cap 1 or 2. I think these are all cap 1. Druid is already done, show it. I've done 4 builds on Druid. I might do one more, maybe a boulder. We have Tornado, Hurricane, Lightning Storm, and Companions. I might do a boulder, actually. But one thing I wanted to try was a Bone Spirit build, and I want to see how far off I am from Chronix. Chronix sent me a planner, but I haven't looked at it yet. So I'm kind of curious to see that. Bone Spirit apparently is going to be really good. So I'm going to see that. I played a bit of Bone Spirit actually in Season 3. I was leveling Bone Spirit. In this stream, I didn't Fearcraft a Druid in this stream. I've done it like a few days ago already. How come uniques don't have greater affix on max roll? They will tomorrow. I guess you're gonna do core skill ranks, right? Wait a minute, it's actually gonna be nuts. Because Bone Spirit is now a core skill, right? And then we have Bone Spirit, is that here? This is Bone Splinters. Is that here? Where the hell is Bone Spirit? It's on a chest. Bone Prison. Wait, what? Boots? Yeah. Okay. Do we do essence per second? How much is this temper? Bone Spirits. Cooldown. Casting Macabre skills restores 21 primary resource. This is what you want, right? Then we triple masterwork, this is 48. What is 46, 46, and again. So every time we cast Bone Spirit, we get almost 150 essence. For real? Oh, that's kind of nutty. Okay. So then we do the Bone Spirit here. Good chance plus 25%. Maximum essence increased by 2 for each enemy hit. 4. Now the question is, would we use... would we use Sacrilegious Soul? Maybe not necessarily. Maybe we can get away without it. This is pretty good here, so... I think we're gonna have too much crit chance if we do all this. Okay, let's make a planner. Generate 7 essence. Bone Spirit. Casting Bone Spirit launches 18 Bone Spirit as auto actions, dealing 5% increased damage and generating 6 essence per enemy hit. I think this can shotgun in bosses as well, right? You can like hit them with multiple. I'm pretty sure. Let's just put this there for now. Like maximum resource. You probably want cooldown. You probably need a lot of cooldown actually to make this work, right? How much cooldown is this thing? 12. If it crits, it's -7, so it's 5. Nah, okay, we need a bunch of cooldown. Actually, I don't think I can go 200. So I probably go to Grasping Veins here. We need a cooldown on the offhand, I think. Do we care about lucky hits? Maybe. It's also maximum resource. And we can do passive essence, keep passive, this one. That's pretty good. And we can do now what actually? The rest is not really that crazy anymore, I think. You know, Ultimate Shadow if you want to be really tanky, actually. This might be not such a bad idea. Can be very tanky with this. Each percent of your maximum life or heal beyond 100% grants you 0.5% bonus critical strike damage on the next critical strike, up to 60% bonus. Can we use this? So we need to heal for 120% life to get the full bonus. That's a lot. I guess we can do something like Sacrificial. But Sacrificial is not that crazy. But I guess. %5 crits, 20% all res, 50% shadow damage. Yeah, this is all not really that crazy actually. We're gonna have way too much crit. We wanna hit 100%, so maybe not. Attack speed, I suppose. Attack speed here. Is Sweating Curse needed? I'm not sure. I mean, it's 25% crit. You want to hit 100% to make sure you get the 7 seconds cooldown reduction. How else do you get 100%? Okay, we have this here, but Grasping Veins might not 100% be up. And there will be times when you don't have it. I mean, first of all, you have to Like, the base cooldown is 11 seconds. I don't think I can really rely on Grasping Veins. At least not without Sacrilegious Soul, and even with it, there might be some weird downtime sometimes. I guess it's mostly talking about single target. If there's multiple targets and you hit like 2 or 3 targets, then you're almost guaranteed to get a crit no matter what. The bosses won't give you much max essence. Maximum essence increased by 2 for each enemy hit for 15 seconds. So it's 30 maximum essence basically. That's a lot of maximum essence though. You have to check how much 1 point of maximum essence is actually worth in DPS. Okay, this is a thing. Maybe this as well. This. Not sure about that. Decrap, maybe it's put there. I might want to do this, this, this. Plus 10 crit. Generate 30% of maximum essence. We probably want to do this over the crit actually. Every 100 essence I spend reduce the cooldowns of bone skills by 1.5 seconds. So if I have 200, let's say, I'll get minus 3 seconds. That will help as well with the cooldown. How much essence is this already? The maximum essence is 144. Can be more. Can get a 160 from gear maybe. 30 there is 190, and we have some from the Paragon thing. It might be fine. There's also 20% crit. That's also 12% crit. Okay. We can do the heal. We can't do any of this stuff. Okay, let's see. What's the skill bar? Maybe gonna grab a reap here. 30% attack speed for 2 seconds. Get a corpse. Get some attack speed. Attack damage reduction here, 15%. Why not? Okay, what else can we do? No, no, no. No. I mean, okay, Bone Prison has vulnerable. 8 seconds. Might not be such a bad idea. Just like Bone Prison and then bam, 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 bam. And you reset the cooldown really fast, so why not, actually? You can walk through it now, apparently, right? So easy. And then Corpse Tendrils, so we have to get that. So we might have to remove this or this. 1, 2. There's one. So this maybe. We don't have Fueled by Death, but it's 9% damage for 4 points sometimes. So I'm not really convinced. It has the same timer as Grasping Veins though. So technically we should have this all the time. Let's see the movement speed as well. We're also on 45 actually. Apparently it works with Fueled Flesh now, so that's pretty big. 45. Bone Prison is fun. Yeah, this might be really good here. We probably don't need the 3 points incineration, so let's do 1, 2. Enemies trying to gain 25 essence. Reduce your active coolness by 0.5 for each enemy trapped. Okay. Maybe we don't need huge flash that badly. Because if we kill stuff, we have corpses anyway. We don't need many corpses. We need barely any corpses really. If you go Reap, you can create a corpse every 4 seconds anyway, so I don't think this is really necessary. Although, yeah, if you want a bit, yeah, it's 2 points. So we can proc Necrotic Carapace. We can do this. I mean, I would really like to have Blood Mist, man. I think in the pit as a Necro, Blood Mist would be pretty helpful. Because even if you don't really need to use it very much, it's still gonna be helpful. So we could remove the entire Bone Prison thing and just take Blood Mist, for example. And even get 2 points back. We can only do 1 point there. We don't need this. Don't need this. We don't need this. It's just 1 point Blood Mist and that's it. Long cooldown though. Will Bow Rogue be decent? Yeah, it's fine. If you're in hardcore, Blood Mist is awesome. I mean, frankly, I've never really played with Blood Mist. I don't really like this skill that much. It's just for the pit bosses mostly where I think this could be good. But maybe it's not worth it. Especially with the damage that you're supposed to have on this build. It has like insane damage output. Okay, movement. Cooldown. I might not really want the crit necessarily. Which passive would be good here? Death's Embrace is probably the best, right? Close enemies. Okay, it's 2% damage. But they also deal less damage, which is kind of big, actually. Let's go Death's Embrace. That's pretty big. 28%. It's kind of nutty, actually. Oh, there's also Bone Crit if you want. So I can do that. Damage to Cursed. Damage to Close. I guess we do Close. Yeah, he's Bone Crit. Okay, so this works against everything. Macabre is actually even more. 150 Macabre damage. Oh no. Death's Approach. Macabre. What can we do as the... Ah, this is a weapon, right? Okay, what do we do as weapon? Is that Bone Spirit cast twice? What's that? Bone Spirit size. Oh, wait a minute. Bone Spirit damage, 198.5. Ooh, that's a lot. So you should do that instead, actually. Okay, why do we have this buggy tooltip there? Let's reload this. Let's see if there's any other like important like weapon mod that we would care about. Bone Stone duration. Yeah. It's kind of nice to have, but I think the Bone Spirit size will be nice, man, because it's just like pop half a screen. Chance to sell the cast twice. Reap duration. Okay, Bone Spirit damage it is. It's actually a lot. It's 200, 400, 6, 8, 1000. 1200, just like that. That's a lot. And then we can do utility stuff, so... How much lucky does this thing have? 33. It's not terrible. Course explosion size. Comps tendrils. Decrep size. Okay, so... Corpse tendril size. Corpse tendril size. And that's a different corpse tendril size. What? Oh, this is a defensive one. What? Dude, I'm getting bamboozled here. I hate this bug. Wait, what? Ah, this is because it's masterworked. Wait, defensive is corpse tendril size, really? Okay, so there's no utility mod of it. Affix on this category already added to the item. What happened? Look, I see it there. Corpse tendril size. Utility. My god. Okay, it's buggy, man. I can't. Yeah, I told Rift to fix this, but he has not pushed the update live yet. I literally cannot, man. Okay. So this is empty, fuck it. So I can do like just dodge chance or what? We don't need res as a Necro. Blood Orb healing, blood mist duration, blood mist cooldown. I guess we just throw in dodge and that's it. And now corpse tendrils, does it work? Look. Okay. And now we want to do decrep. And then here we do stun. Do we care about stunning stuff? I guess we want a little bit of crowd control actually, we don't really have. Here's a chance to stun, right? 10% chance to be stunned. Maybe you want to get like another one there, like a freeze. Like a decrep size. Doesn't have to be that large, I guess. We can do like a freeze or something. Let's do this. Let's do armor and how about energy per second? Life. Armor. Life. Okay, it's not important. Essence per second. It might be worth it to have like 1 essence per second roll in case something goes wrong. Or so, I'm not sure. You can't have 2 of the same group. But for some reason corpse tendrils is both in defense and in utility, look. Here. It's in Profane Cage. And also like, basically this bug happens where you have like this 100 times the same affix. This happens when a stat exists twice in the list. So Riff is fixing that. But right now we have this bug here where when you scroll, then it just like duplicates it all the time. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Hi Beans, by the way. You can get ranks of rapid application from gear piece. That's probably resource though, right? And this is resource. We can't do that. 4 ranks. How much would it be? Maybe 100 essence. It gives like minus 2 seconds. That's minus 4. That's a lot. But you have 75% damage from Amulet, that's fine. There's no other like super powerful aspect here, I guess. I'm not even sure if I want to on the Shadow Spirit. Okay, don't do Occult Minion or this stuff. Exploiter, Shared Misery. Active Frosty Strikes, Concussive Strikes. Concussive Strikes it is, I guess. Okay, so Shielding Storm because it's nice. Okay, we could do Might. It's 7 seconds duration, which is not terrible. Are you gonna do like 1 reap every 7 seconds? Kind of, I guess, because of Torf Sentinels. We could throw this in there. We can check what else is there. Ah, here, 25 DR, like this is pretty OP now, Heart and Bones. It's gonna be actually pretty tanky build. And you want to use Heart of Static for a 60 resource? 60 resource is nice. I haven't calculated like, how much damage does 1 point of resource give us, but I can do that now. So let's say we have like 200 essence, and then we start adding, right? Like a bunch on the helm, a bunch here, and all that. So how much damage is that? 4% for each point of essence spent. So we get 800% bonus when you have 200 essence. So let's say we go from 200 to 260. It's 1400 bonus. So that would be 26.6% DPS. That's actually a lot. Now the main problem is we actually have to fill up that resource as well. But we also gain more resource from Melted Heart, right? Melted Heart also has resource gen. Okay, we lose the cooldown, movement speed is there. We lose the Death Embrace, which is kind of big. We also lose the Bone Spirit damage, which is probably like 15-ish%. We lose the Macabre skills, we store resource, so we actually have net resource loss. There's a Death Embrace loss. It's like 6, 15, 20, 2... and the 41 resource there. I would say this is probably a damage loss of like 35%. And if we lose the aspect as well. So we're probably talking about like a 50% DPS loss to get Melted Heart in there. And then we gain back a little bit. But only if we actually fill our resources. And the thing is we don't. Like we don't fill our resources that much. We don't have enough resource gain. We gain 41, 46, 46 is like 90, 130. Every time we cast, you get 130 essence. And then, yeah, I actually have too much maximum resource, I think. I mean, do you have a bit of regen or something, but most of the time he's gonna stand and spam, basically, so we just don't have enough resource recovery. The idea is he's gonna spam his Bone Spirit, you know, all day long. How was Bone Spirit built for Necro in Season 4? Yeah, this is like one of the best builds in the game. If they don't like Omega nerf it, which seems somewhat unlikely. I mean, the main thing they could nerf here is the Macabre skills restore resources. So if that is getting like gutted, then this build will suffer a bit, but otherwise should be fine. Isn't Resource Gen multiplicative? It is, yeah. But the Melted Heart only has 12%, and even if you masterwork it a little bit, yeah, you're gonna have like, I don't know, 20, 25% Resource Gen. It still doesn't really make up for what you lose from this Temper. Like, this Temper is roughly a third of my Resource Gen. So this thing would have to give us something like 40+% Resource Gen to be on the same level. And if we lose our Grasping Veins aspect there. And I mean, we could drop another aspect, like we maybe don't need Ultimate Shadow. We could run without Sacrificial. This is a kind of weak one generally. But yeah. Is there bots in the form? Yeah, absolutely. How do I prevent burnout? No, I just play what's fun. Do they ban for bots? They do. Here's a chance to restore percent primary resource. But it's only 5%, but maybe I'll pick it up actually. Instead of like some crit damage or something. I mean, how much additive damage should we expect? We have like 1200 here already. Maybe I have like 1500, 1800. So like another crit roll is like 4% damage or so. It's not that much. Chance to gain a primary resource might be better. 5%. So let's say we hit 3 targets and we have 5%. So every 60 hits. Oh. If I want, maybe a bit less. Every 50 hits gives me 1 proc. So every hit is like 0.4% primary resource. That's actually not very much. That's actually pretty awful. I mean, I have a bit of like a hit here and stuff, but man, mice is so bad. 5% chance is just so bad. Attack speed int life, I guess it is. You need the attack speed anyway. What a Ponji. When the Maxwell patch counts the affixes, the skills and armor, etc. Tomorrow. That's the plan. When we do the big site update as well. Okay, we put this here. We put this. I have ranks of Bone Prism, we don't need those. I guess it's just gonna be int. You can also do Corpse Tendrils, right? Ah, wait a minute, here's +2 Macabre skills. Wait, really? I guess there's Blood Mist, Bone Prison, etc. This is Macabre, right? Is Blood Mist Macabre? Yes. Yes. Okay, so I guess that's actually intended. So you have more ranks there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for this maximum resource. It might just be too much. Macabre. Bruh.
Macabre.
Macabre. Okay. Iconics. Rest gen instead of max res. What rest gen? Where? How's the cooking going? Yeah, I'm trying to make a Bone Spur build. I haven't looked at the planning yet, so I wonder how close I will be. Maybe go left, actually. Okay, there's a bunch of armor. Okay, let's see. Let's take this for now. We probably don't even go to the left side at all. Let's see what else we want to take here. So... we want Scent of Death. You want Bonecraft, and that's it, I guess. Flesh Eater. Actually... we don't have a way to proc this, really. Like, almost at all. There's rest, though. And nothing else. I think we're not going to do this, actually. There's only summon stuff. Yeah, I remember Necros don't have life on their boards. It's just kind of scuffed class. Yikes. There's healing received and damage while fortified. And life and damage while fortified, so that's kind of nice. So we definitely want to take this, yeah. Could do something like this, yeah. 22% increased damage to enemies that are not healthy. Basically anything that survives the first hit will take a lot more damage, so I guess that's okay. Shadow Res. There's life and Shadow DR. But it's very far away from anything, and this is useless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 travel nodes. We don't even have shadow damage all the time. I don't think we can really do this here. I'm here to learn. Uh-oh. I thought I'm gonna learn from you. You probably want to get the rest thing here. And this is usually like a magic buffing angle. We can also do something like this, which is kind of cool because you have nice traveling. You have to see how much rest we'll need. It's kind of sad being on this board so close and not going in it there. Getting flashy there. Although we're not that close. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's kind of far actually. Blood Orb healing. Here's life. I want to take this. And then probably path for this. We're not really crowd controlling that much, but we have the slow. We have decrep. Actually, we can. Control is fine. Wait, this is int on this class. What? This is int. That's a bit unexpected. Okay, we can find another board for this. Amplify is also in it, also busts magic. Probably want this. Also magic. I think I have to do like something like this here. It's not much of a way around this. We use the magic buffing angle. There's armor and damage to injured. There's life. Okay, this is kind of nice. So let's go. Nah, these are not really worth it. You have so much additive on this build. Probably won't even take this. 2, 4, 6, 7 to the gate, and here 9, but you take 2 of these. This is 8. Maybe you have to do this. There's rest as well. We probably want to take this. Bone damage. And this. Okay, here's a lot of stuff you can take, so let's go. There's life as well. It's actually a main life node, that's kind of big. It's actually our first board we want to take here, I think. Can exit on a few sides. So we got this. Here's another magic one. Everything is magic buffing on this class, it's kind of funny. There's a lot of maximum essence there as well. What the hell is playing here? I think Bone Spirit will be viable. Yeah, Bone Spirit is gonna be pretty strong. Unless there's like some surprises. Do we go for the middle? It's a lot of points to get there. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So doing 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be better. Now, do you want to pick up all this? I mean, Essence on Kill might be okay for clear. I'm not sure about the maximum Essence, actually. We might have too much of it. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. Interesting board layout. And then suddenly, I have very few points left, actually. Monka, So, let's see. There's rest. We don't necessarily want this just yet. but there's nothing else. So we go for the rest, I suppose. It's a lot of decks. I guess it's fine since we're always critting. Each point is actually kind of worth it. 49 decks is fine for this. So, can I take this as well, because why not? Okay, we still want to max this one out here. What is this? Control. Now, do we have any other glyphs here? Dealing damage to vulnerable enemy? Not really. It takes a while to stack up. I mean, not really stacking this. Amplify would be something though. Yeah, we want to get the Amplify in there, I think, as the last one. Let's try to make this work. It's gonna be kind of tight, actually. We definitely have to do some sacrifices. We're also missing a point there. Last one resists 37, 14, 14, 34. Okay, my resist is actually just kind of fine. Could maybe get away with like -1 there or something. Great magic buffing glyph, man. 4.5 auras. That's kind of funny. Damage to elites. Maybe we're gonna just pick this stuff here and be done with it. And it's still like 1% damage, 2, 3. It's not that terrible. We have territorial. I guess we're generally gonna be face tanking, right? This is fine. Sacrificial is good. Could also do bone damage if you want it. And then remove this. Even get a point back there. Damage to injured. You can just grab this, cause why not? 60% additive when they're injured. Should probably won't happen that much, but I wonder if I can get a better board here. This is number 3 right now. Shadow Rest, Armor, damage to injured. There's damage while fortified, healing received, damage while fortified. Guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, we also have some leftover points there. It's actually only 5 points for the exit. Maybe want to put this somewhere else. This is 6 there, for example. It's 5. How's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I suppose. It's 8 points. How many points would I need to go and activate on a glyph there? Like amplify. It's a int glyph, man, so it needs a lot of points actually. Fuck. Let's try this again with some others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, maybe. It might be doable. 8 points. And yeah, to the gate as well. It's gonna be tough. And all to get nothing, right? You have amplifiers, so that's 10% damage. And not a single magic note taken. That's great. I don't think we're gonna do this actually. Can do 2 casts on kill. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Let's see what else we can remove. Like some decks here, for example. I mean, could we remove this entire part here? Actually, no. Just those 4. But each point here is actually like 1% damage, 1% damage. Just int is also... How much shit are we gonna have? It's like roughly 1. It's like 3% damage. And a bunch of additive. It's like actually fine here. 4% damage or so for 4 points. That's pretty good. I mean, here we can literally get nothing but 10% damage when they're cursed. And it's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, probably 20 or 21 points. So it's like 0.5% damage per point. It's actually just not worth it. And we have to curse them, so fuck this. And I'm just gonna pick up some other like random, maybe it's magic notes here or something. Can also do this, cause why not? And do you have another glyph that is like beta scaling? Since it's already kinda maxed. I mean, honestly, we could do this. This is int, and here's also int. Maybe just do this. So that's like 1.5%. This is 1.5%. It's okay. Okay, make this more pretty. Oh man, I'm missing 13 decks and 23 willpower. And then we will get 20 additive. 20 additive. I wonder if I could do that. We have the magic buffing stuff here. So 1 dex node would be cool if you can get it. Like this. Why not? Okay, let's see the small nodes. Is the pathing fine? Looks fine. There's also decks you could take here. In other places probably. I think it's okay. I think Exploit Glyph would make a bit of sense if we keep the Shattered Spirit around, but I'm not really sure if I should. I mean, in AoE fights it is kind of nice. And I think I can even it's kind of shotgun, right? Chronix on bosses. If you stand right on top of them. So you're probably gonna refill actually all of your resource, or nearly all of your resource. If it's shotguns. I mean, if it's like Okay, wait a minute. How's it spread? It's 18 bone splinters. I need to stand right in it. Yeah, I can only stand inside of it if you have Ghostwalker, I guess. Let's just not assume we have Ghostwalker, but you can stand right in front of him, and then you get like maybe the 1/3 or so, like the cone in front of you, kind of. So like 6 of them maybe. And this is 7 each. 6 times 7 is 42. It's pretty good actually. So we're gonna get like 180 or so essence every time we shoot. Now maximum essence is 172 without any masterworking or greater affix. 181. 211. Okay. That's fine. We can blast all 18 into the boss. If we can blast all 18 into the boss, then this is actually really good. At that point, I would actually consider almost like Bone Spill cooldown reduction. Okay, how's my cooldown now? Let me check that. We want to make sure we have a 0 seconds, right? So it's baseline 12. Dude, I have 50% cooldown, what? I guess so. Well, never mind then, I guess. This is already solving all of our issues. So what about crit? 43 crit. Plus 25 is 68 crits. Do we have any other conditional effects? We have this here, so we have 88 with Bone Storm. Or 68 plus 38. That's gonna be 106. So with Grasping Veins up, we are capped. With just Bone Storm up, we are not capped. Is this calculated in there actually? Oh, this is not even calculated. So I actually have too much crit. So this is 5%, 60, and sacrificial. So it's 10% crit actually. We get that. It's exactly double. Okay, so I actually have 53, 78. And I only have crit on the ring. I don't have crit on the neck. Alright. Maybe we're gonna do this. Ah, wait a minute, we don't actually. We also gain 0.3 crit for every 30 essence. So let's say we have like 180, it's like 6 times. It's 1.8. 1.8 makes us 45, makes us 65. 50, 70, 80, 100. Okay, so with Bone Storm up, we're gonna have 100% crit rate already without Grasping Veins. I'm not sure if I want to rely on Grasping Veins for the 100% crit. I don't think so. I'd rather take it just for the damage buff. It's not a huge loss to have a crit roll there. It's 2 crit rolls we can give up actually. What can we gain? Int. And 2 int rolls is actually like in the range of like 20% damage as well. That's kind of good actually. Nah, I think it's gonna feel too clunky if you don't have 100% crit. What are the aspects? I have Swelling Curse, Serration. Wait, Serration? Yeah, Serration is right. Sacrificial, Ultimate Shadow, Shadow Spirit, Grasping Veins. Those are my aspects right now. I mean, we could get some more damage if we go like, I don't know, Edge Masters or... I mean, Edge Masters or Necro is kind of weird, man. What about we do Blighted Aspect? Bone skills deal 0.5 increased damage for each point of essence. So we have like 200. It's like 150, 75% increased damage. Nah, it's not worth it to go Shadow Blight. With Ultimate Shadow, it could be thinkable. Maybe for blood builds, actually. Maybe next time I'm gonna try some blood builds. Go like Ultimate Shadow, Perma Bone Storm, and just fuck it, Shadow Blight. Can you reliably keep it up though, with just Shadow Blight and Ultimate Shadow? Yeah, so take 100 times, right? To trigger Shadow Blight. Or a Blighted aspect. It's a lot of ticks. So on single target you won't have it at all. Basically, because it needs 50 seconds to tick. Go Edge Master instead of Saki. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna have fully stacked Edge Masters all the time, but close to it. But let's say you have fully stacked, that's 20%. And here we'll lose 15 times 1.6. So this is 4.8% damage from the vulnerable, if vulnerable is active, which I guess it will be most of the time. And then it's 8% from the golem. It's 13.2%. And a tiny bit of crit. So Edgemaster is probably slightly better. And we don't require the vulnerable that much. Could do that, I guess. Edgemasters, man. Sacrificial is actually such a weak aspect, man. Kinda crazy how weak it is. Yeah, there's not really any other good aspects here anyway, I guess. Everything's kinda So I think the Shattered Spirit is actually the move here. And now we do more attack speed, and we do... don't need the crit really, like, we also don't need the crit damage. That is like... well, that's like 4% damage maybe. It's not much. Chance Mechanic is vulnerable. This will happen like every 7 casts or 6 casts. Essence on kill. Could be interesting to put this on a ring. Well, I guess just life angle. Attack speed and life, that's it. Golem is not affected. Ah, okay, sacrificial bonus. Okay, sacrificial aspect should work, but it's not affected by the this one, right? Yeah, you're right. So golem is only like this basically. So it's 5.76. So 11% for sacrificial. Yeah, sacrificial is really weak, man, actually. Sad story. You could almost consider just going inner calm. Just stand there on the boss and bam, bam, bam. Yo, rank 22 Bone Spirit. That's actually bugged, right? I think it should go higher. Right? Oh, it's only 3. No, wait. Yeah, this should actually be 3 baseline, right? And then it should go to this. Like, it should be like 7 or 8. And this is only 8 as well, fully buffed. This should be 10. So you're actually gonna have more skill ranks as well than what it shows here. Last Epoch update roadmap. Yeah, I saw that. You checked it out earlier. Bliss Deathknock. Adam will time you off for 999 hours when you ask him also to change the ask when you alpha, why it take 1 year to bring them. I mean, you can ask for a lot of things, but, you know, stuff takes time to be developed, I guess. Get issues with the interface when you select your affixes and select them to be good affixes and then masterwork. Some of the affixes were larger than when they started with masterworking. I don't think there's like a bug with the order. Like, I'm not sure which affix you mean. Like, you can masterwork first, then press greater, and then do this, and it always comes down to the same number, so it doesn't really matter. Look, it's always the same. I'm not sure what you mean. Could be some bugs, but I don't know about it. Next week, Season of Necro. Can't wait. Well, if you cannot wait, then you can play Diablo 3, because they also have a Season of the Necro right now. Okay, how much movement speed do we have here? We have 150, 170. Actually, we don't have enough movement speed, right? I think this is a movement speed angle here. Instead of the bone spirit, you want the speed. Because you can't masterwork and greater this really. So, I mean, I guess you could do something like this if you wanted. You probably have enough damage, so why not, to be honest. And then we are fine. It's like a 10%-ish damage loss. It's relatively large, but I like the move speed, I guess. Okay, I like the build. What's the life? 38k with Hardened Bones and Shielding Storm and Ultimate Shadow and Might. I mean, the Might is kind of optional. I'd like to not run Might, honestly. I don't really see myself using Reap very much. I guess you could do Juggernaut. How much is my armor, actually? Did check my armor. 9,100. Oh, look at that. So it could be like int instead of armor. And this could be nothing instead of armor. There's dodge. That's it. Yeah. I guess in that case I might keep the Might. But it's pretty optional, I'd say. Okay, I like the setup. I'm gonna play this, I think. Blast Blood Mist instead of Reap. I want to go play hardcore. Yeah, the thing is, if you go without Reap, then we have to rely on Hued Flesh on the boss to get Grasping Veins, and I don't like that idea, to be honest. Like, yeah, Blood Mist is good and all. Okay, what are the chances? Let's see. My lucky hit is only from the wand, basically. So we have 24% chance with 3 points. So 24 times 1, 4, 5. Actually, this is nerfed, no? Wasn't there something? Fuck, where was that? I see veins. No, Wowhead had that, I think. Wowhead. Weapons. Diablo 4. Updates. Weapon implicit, yeah, okay. Weapon implicit affix to be adjusted. 5% like a hit. Posted 25 days ago. This was after the PTR, right? So that was actually nothing, man. Okay, so... Make blood mist spawn corpses. Ah, wait a minute, you're right. You can actually spawn corpses with blood mist. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea then. Yeah, okay, we can do that, I guess. It would be kind of cool to just go in blood mist sometimes when there's like a little wave crashing down on you or something like that. Can you wait? Okay, tell me, can you go in blood mist and actually clean out the tornadoes in the pit on the boss? That'd be big. Okay, let's see what else is changing. They're basically nerfing. Why did nerfing all the implicits, man? It's kind of weird. I know Totem also less cooldown, actually. Focus less cooldown. I mean, all these are kind of like irrelevant besides the cooldown and the lucky hit. All these numbers are so tiny. It's still weird to see that they're nerfing this. Yeah, it would be good to know, Chronix. Yeah, if you do this here, we can probably take out maybe both points from here, Flash, and do this. Because like this, we're just gonna blast a Bonesmith into a pack and they'll die, and then we have corpses. And we just press Grasping Veins. And on the boss, you can just do this, yeah. Don't need to Flash at all. Main problem is this. 4%, 45. So you're gonna... Yeah... Maybe I take out these 2 points, honestly. How much is this? It's like not even 1% damage, basically, even if I have the essence. So let's just ignore this. Let me do this. So we can at least get our Fortify there a bit passively as well. Because you don't really want to press Blood Mist that much. It's mostly like a thing for the boss. Made a pulverized build for season 4. Good luck. You can masterwork tempered mods, yes, Duggan. Is there any way to go crazy at stacking attack speed on minions? Yeah, minions apparently cap at 140% from what I've heard. So you can get 100% from your gear, just like on every other build, everyone has 100%. And then you have like an aspect, there's like this attack speed aspect for minions, for example. Does Bash Cleave work? You read that it's bugged. I heard that Bash is really OP, and from the numbers it does look OP. So apparently people have played it and it was fine. Now my question was not about can I mist through enemies? The question was can I go into mist and clean up the tornadoes in the pit on the boss fight. There's like one shadow boss that spawns tornadoes and they destroy you. But if you can just go into blood mist and just eat all the tornadoes and they disappear, then that's really nice. I mean, I expect this to be a bit nerfed anyway with the tornadoes, but I guess they're still gonna be a pain in the ass. Alright, I think we got our build here. It's kind of funny. I wonder how many builds do I have? I want to check this now, actually. How many builds do I have that even use a single unique? Necro. Unique's got ruins. I'm gonna open all of them and see. Let me do this easier. So we are at Tornado, Hurricane, this. You made a lot of builds. Okay, let's close a few things here. Which one was the first one? Bash. Yes, Bash. Okay, so I'll close this. Okay. So 0. 1, which is double swing here. The glove. Okay. 0. This is Thorns. Here's Tornado. There's a lot. There's Tempest Aurora, Temerity, Wild Heart, and Hunter's NF. So there's like really good stuff on the Druid. This is Hurricane, kind of same story. Tempest Aurora and Hunters at least. Here's Lightning Storm, Tempest Roar, Unsung, Storm's Companion. Here's Companions. This is Storm's Companion, Wild Heart. That's it. Here's Minion Necro. Blood Moon Breaches. And a Sacrilegious Soul. Here's Bone Spear Skellies. Sacrilegious Soul. Bone Spirit, nothing. Rapid Fire. Scoundrel's Kiss. Death Trap. Tibalts. Twisting Blades. Nothing. Barrage. Nothing. Penareth. Nothing. Grenades. Nothing. One-shot Rogue. Tibalts. Beastfall. Scoundrels. Talisman. Frozen Orb. Azus and Winterglass. And Tarasha. Okay. Firebolt has Flameweaver and Tarasha. And Incinerate has just Tarasha. Yeah, I guess like every single Sword build will still run Tarasha, right? Tarasha's just OP. But outside of that, yeah, it's like basically build defining items, like, you know, skill specific items you're gonna run. Fractured Winterglass, Unsung Ascetics, Rabs, and these kind of things. Scoundrel's Kiss. Tibalt sometimes. Yeah, Tempest Roar is OP, I guess. Wild Heart Hunger is OP, Hunter's NF is OP, so Druid has a bunch of stuff to farm here for uniques. Sacrilegious Soul is really good. I didn't put it in the Bone Spirit build now. But yeah, any minion build for sure wants this. And most other Necro builds really kind of want this anyway, I guess. Although, maybe not so much these days anymore. Since you can solve resources, like Sacrilegious Soul was really good for resources in the past. Because you just like constantly got like, you know, essence from the corpses. But now you don't need that anymore because everyone has infinite essence anyway. So there would actually be a bunch of builds now that do not necessarily run this, I think. Scoundrels is not really debatable on Rapid Fire. Kinda interesting. Usually don't run Sacre anymore. Yeah, I mean, which build even runs Cause Explosion right now? So if you look at these Necro builds here, I have no Cause Explosion here, here, or here. So why, you know? Like, we don't need the movement speed anymore from the Cause Explosion. Shadow damage taken reduction. What is that? Damage taken reduction from shadow damage over time affected enemies is also not really a thing. So Mist clears the Elias fireballs. The Elias fireballs. Wait, do they actually disappear when they hit something? Can you just go and mist and then go through them? That's kind of funny. Flurry build. I'm not making a flurry build. I don't see Ubers competing with tempering apart from Shaco. Actually, I don't think I really want Shaco on any builds. Maybe, I don't know, I could check. I haven't really checked for Uber Neeks yet, but I guess the best Uber Neek so far is still Grandfather, but it's basically only a Barb thing. And then the next one would be probably Doombringer, but that's also basically just a rogue thing. And then there's Barbarian that I talked about in the video. That could be like cheese mode for high level pit stuff. Yeah, and then there's Shaco somewhere. Shaco is not that good anymore. The thing is, you get insane amounts of skill ranks these days. You get like plus 10 to your main skill, in some cases even more. And like I have Bone Spirit here. Look, my Bone Spirit is not even accurate. This is missing, I think 2 and another 2. There should be like 24 or 25 Bone Spirit ranks. Like, why do you want a Shaco? How much is that? Let's say we have 29 ranks instead of 25. That's not even accurate. What's this? Yeah, Shaco is 11% damage, man. I mean, maybe a Shaco would kind of fit in here, actually. It has resource gen, which is actually kind of nice. You don't really need the temper stuff that much. It gives life, which is good. It gives a 20% DR, which is really good defensive mods. So I would probably prefer Shaco in this build, actually. Instead of Might aspect, I would... Let's actually move that around. Let's do Heart and Bones here. We do Might here. So when you get a Shaco, you're gonna replace the Helm, probably. On Rogue, it's S tier. I don't think you're playing the same Rogue as me. The game's end loop is currently centered around farming uniques, so it better be decent. Yeah, I actually recorded another video. I had like some interesting shower thoughts earlier. And kind of immediately recorded a video afterwards. And I realized like the boss farming stuff is gonna be ridiculous on next patch. Because with this change that they did with like ×3 the cost, ×5 the rewards, that multiplies the efficiency for Duriel and Nadariel mats. And you need actually way fewer boss kills now to get all those mats to farm Nadariel, and then you get more from those as well. So you have like some insane like multiplication effect there. And you actually don't have to kill many bosses anymore to get Uber Unix now. It's kind of crazy how little bosses you have to do now for Uber Unix. I think if you do 10 of the pre-bosses and 8 of Duriel or Dario, you have an Uber Unix. That's it. It's kind of crazy. Need to remove Might there. Oh, you're right. Actually, Might doesn't even work anymore. So what do we do now? Is it like a Juggernaut angle now? Maybe it's a Juggernaut angle. Can I ask Rax to bring up Shadow Clone in his interview with the devs? Nah. Honestly, at this point, I'm done bothering them about Shadow Clone. Like, it's not happening. Just wait for the expansion and let them nuke the skill and do something else, I think. There's only one more season after this anyway, before the expansion, so just let the expansion fix it, I guess. What about Rain of Arrows? I mean, Rain of Arrows is at least somewhat playable. It's just not really strong. I think they just need to like do like a general pass on ultimate scaling, basically. You know, they made it so that ultimates can only have one rank, and this really handicaps them really hard. Because they give us more and more and more skill ranks, you know, we have like literally 25 ranks in Bone Spirit, but you have one rank in our ultimates that deals damage. So yeah, of course you're gonna miss some endgame scaling there. Assimilation. Dude, Assimilation is not even a meme on Rogue, man. Assimilation is literally in every single Rogue build. But in this build, yeah, I mean, we have Fortify already. I don't think we'll need this. I think we're gonna do Juggernaut. And do a next way to activate cooldown. To remove the armor. We put int. And remove this armor and... Well, now that we really have nothing, I guess we put a dodge, because reasons. Stuff like this, maybe. Paragon plus 600 armor, huh? Oh, that's a waste. Can't do much about this, I guess. And this... That's just what you get, I guess. Yeah, I would probably, when I get a Shaco, I'll probably change this. And then remove the Juggernaut. And then put like 2 armor rolls. Instead of the dodge there, I mean, that's an easy replacement. Instead of like a life roll or something, you get a life from the Shaco. So Shaco would be pretty good here, actually. Don't even know how dodge works in this game. Or on what. It basically works on anything that hits you. It doesn't work on ground effects. Like, one exception I found is explosive elite affix, I mean. The one that shoots the fire bolts in all directions. For some reason this can hit you, and you can't dodge it. Am I doing an interview with the devs? No, not me, that's Max. If I remember correctly that there were runes and rumors in the 4 alpha, but they removed it before the game release. You remember incorrectly. But they did talk about runes like 4 years ago in one of the blog posts, and then never again, basically. It could be that, you know, they bring back runes and they're gonna do something like rune words. People are asking for that, maybe they can do something cool with this. And they could give, like, you know, like a purpose to, like, white items like this, for example. Maybe, but we'll see, I guess. Jar with bear. I want it back. That's the one thing I really don't want to see back when I bring back rune words. Okay. Yo, Dread. GG. What class am I starting? I might do Rogue. Like, Barb has kind of taken a hit a little bit. I was thinking, okay, I'm going to play Barb and POP. But Rogue is fun. And I don't, you know, play like Necro Minion or these kind of things. And Zork, we need to farm uniques in order to have like a proper build for late game. So I don't want to do that either right now on the first character. Only 42. What is that? That's Druid. Druid is pretty tempting as well as a starter, to be honest. But again, we have like the Tempest Raw problem. How did Barb take a hit? Mostly for the Dust Devil nerfs, and I mean also, you know, we have to take some guesses for Attilas, for example. Like, they didn't give us the numbers on like what they changed on tempering affixes and stuff, but in general, like, tempering stuff is lowered, I guess. Especially on the weapons, and that affects Barb the most. And it also affects builds like Bash even more than that, because Bash is entirely reliant on temper mods, for example. So that is already taking a bit of a hit there. And a bunch of other stuff, basically. Where that's gonna scale actually. I can actually make a Blight Necro, you're right. I haven't actually considered Blight Necro. And I'm thinking I might want to go back to the Minion Necro as well. Because one thing I realized is that Kanan's Edict is kind of worthless, right? And I guess the best way to do this would be Shadow Blight and Blighted Aspects. Which I did not actually put here. But I probably should. We have Blight already. And we have Shadow Skellies. So I don't think we have to do much for it. We literally just do this. And of the increased damage is fine. Now, which one do we remove? We can go one-hand off-hand if you want. Do we care about this actually? Yeah, we care about damage to that, right? If one-hand off-hand we have more cooldown, which is kind of cool as well. Kanan's Edict is for leveling only, Endgame is Shadow Blight. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm trying to do right now, so... I'm just wondering if I should go one-handed or two-handed, and I think one-handed might be the way. We just add an extra aspect, because I kind of want to keep reanimation. We want to keep this. We want to keep this. The attack speed helps to proc Shadow Blight as well. So maybe we could Blight it on the amulet. Grasping Veins here. Which one is better? They're both really powerful. Blighted is times... Yeah, it's 240, man. Holy. That's a lot. What is the damage? So... Just curious, how much damage does this give? 1226. 1226, that's the same, so... 3064 base damage, and this is a lot more than that. The minimum is already that, basically. So just the base damage of the two-handed sword is so high. Oof, that's like 20% more, just the base damage. And since the base attack speed of our weapon doesn't matter for our minions, like two-handed sword is so good, man. It's like just 20% free damage. It's almost an aspect. Holy, yes. So I think I'm gonna put Blighted on a two-handed sword. Grasping Veins here. And we drop... Maybe this, honestly. What if we just drop Unyielding Commander? And don't care about cooldown? I still want cooldown for the golem cooldown thing, I guess. I guess alternatively we can remove Frenzied Dead. They gain 50% attack speed for 3 seconds up to 45. I mean, the thing is I have to stack this up first and it lasts only 3 seconds, which is nothing. And then it drops before the next pack. And then the minions are too dumb to attack something. They hit something and then the target dies and then they stand there for 3 seconds not hitting anything. So honestly, this is probably kind of bad. Maybe it's not gonna run this one. Let me keep this for a big nuke. And this is just nice. So let's do Corpse. Tendrils there. Let's do Reanimation here. Let's do Blighted here. Big damage. And there we go. And this is probably about it. Do we want to do anything else? Okay, what about Colt's Explosion now? I don't think we care about Bone Prison that much, do we? Maybe we're gonna put a Cold Explosion in there. So we get more of this stuff. I think so. This gives us more procs of Blighted, which is good. Did they ever fix the bug where when you loot items from the ground, your Blighted stacks drop? I remember that. That was a great bug. The Tendrils crit damage mode doesn't work. Wait, what? Oh. You didn't know of that one? Yeah. Like, I was playing Necro, that was like in Season 1. And I was trying to do some stuff with Blighted and Shadow Blight. And it was like, pork, man, insane aspect, you know, let's go. I was wondering, why does it keep dropping all the time? I have like 3 stacks, you know, I have like 7 stacks, it's about to proc, you know, I'm anticipating. And then the stacks just disappear. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, and I noticed every time you looted an item from the ground, your stacks disappeared, including the active proc. The active proc would also just disappear. Like, oh man. Okay, so if the Tender's crit multi doesn't work on the minions, then this whole Grasping Vein stuff is useless. Especially on Amulet. Maybe I don't run Corpse Runners at all. I mean, it's still a lot of crit chance. But do we care about crit chance that much? That's okay, I suppose. But I would probably go for the attack speed instead. This is 68% attack speed, which also gives us more Shadow Blight procs, I guess, and more Reaper procs, and more Golem slams, and everything. So how about this? I'll do reanimation again, I guess. We do attack speed here. So like this, Unyielding Commander, reanimation, Frenzy Dead, and 200 Blighted. Maybe that's the way. Conrex, have you done any testing on minion attack speed temper? I just put it here in case it works, but I doubt it works. No Decrepify. Okay, fit Decrepify. I mean, Decrepify is good to command your minions around, right? We have Iron Maiden. Ah, wait a minute. We have Blood Moon Breaches here. So this is why. Yeah, we have 9 ranks to amplify damage, by the way. Did the companion scaling change apply to Sword Conjurations? No, because the Sword Conjurations are not really pets. They're basically just a spell. So they don't do like, you know, they don't work like that. Iron Maiden doesn't cost mana, but it's very fun. Yeah, I just spec'd into it because we get healing. It's just like free healing basically, which is kind of cool. So the minions will hit stuff, they will curse them. And then we get the Decrepify there, we get the healing there. It's just kind of comfy, and I didn't even have anything else to put there. We could go for movement speed if you wanted. How much movement speed do we have? 172, 190. Are we okay? So you messed that 140 cap, but doubt it. Yeah, 140 cap would mean 100% from your gear and 45 from this, like 40 basically, right? Do we have any other source of attack speed here? No. So that's fine, I guess. Damn, doesn't work on minions either. Yikes, man. But I don't have it in the setup anyway. Yeah, I think the setup is fine. So we have Fortify, Hardened Bones, Hulking. There's a lot of corpses we get there. We have the Blood Moon Breaches, so we get Decrep passively. We'll call it a Minion. I think this is a very comfy build here. And then you just proc Shadow Blight sometimes. Did I make a rogue? Let me check real quick. Yes. The link to the Season 4 builds. Well, this is... Copy link. Yeah. I think I'm gonna actually edit the link here. There's no graphic on the pants, so it's kind of hard to tell when it procs. But don't you see like the curse on the enemies? Actually, I'm not sure. Do you see? Is there an animation for these cursors? I know that the Decrepify has the slow animation. There's like a little like blue glow or something for the slow. Stormclaw when? Yeah, I'm not gonna make a Stormclaw build. I'm not really that convinced of it. And I also haven't played it. So I don't know that much about it. I guess I could theory craft and min-max it, but I don't know all the mechanics necessarily. If you hardcast to see the big graphic, yeah, I know. Probably can't do that. There is a glow for the Iron Maiden? Okay, then that's fine. Frosty Strides I still need to make. In case Frosty Strides is actually a build. I doubt it, but I will make it, I guess, just in case. And I think we kind of got everything done that we want. Maybe like another lightning build for the Storks. We have like cold fire, no lightning right now. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of planners. I've been sitting here for like an entire week basically making builds. Moxie has a Stormclaw build. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Moxie or McFluffin who updates the Stormclaw. I think it's Fluffin actually for Maxwell. Do you dream of planners? Maybe, but I keep forgetting my dreams. But I have shower thoughts. Okay, one thing is, guys, tomorrow, I need to go now actually, in a moment. But one thing for tomorrow is we're gonna play V-Rising. They have their end of early access launch tomorrow. The real release, and there's a trailer, so let's check it out. In case you don't know, it's like a vampire top-down game with like some base building. I played it like, I don't know, when was that? Sometime last year. It was really cool. I had like a sponsored stream for V-Rising. It was really fun. It has lots of good reviews. And look at those, this like ratio, by the way. The trailer. People seem very hyped for this. So we're gonna try this tomorrow. Let's check out the trailer. You can see dislikes there with a plugin or extension. It's really cool. Now here it's like the building. You can like build your own base basically. It's really cool.
Your clan calls for you. Rise from your crypt.
Looks really amazing, actually. Yo, what is that, man? What? The mages look really cool, actually. Re-Rising is the game.
Young vampire.
Coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna play this with some friends here on stream. So get ready. Gonna be cool. I'm gonna link the trailer. Yeah, here, look at that. Like, there's like a, it's called return dislike button in case you're curious about the extension. I think it's called. Like, YouTube removes it at some point, but it still exists. Yeah, this looks really cool. So maybe I'm gonna play this, like, you know, for a few days or so before the season starts now or something. Yeah, it's coming out of, it was in early access. I played it like a year ago or so. It was already really good. It has like a massive map basically, and there's like, you know, kind of creeps running around and like, you know, areas to explore and like fight monsters, and I think you can get some loot and stuff. And you have to try to gather materials, build your base, and you can also have like multiple bases, I think, even. And there's also like bosses. That's kind of cool. There's like kind of like special boss monsters walking around, and you can hunt them down and you can kill them. And then they can take their powers, so it's really fun. So you can actually have like cool abilities that actually are used by the bosses and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of fun build, especially if you have some friends. You can play, I think, up to 4 people, right? So we're gonna play as 4 tomorrow at least, and let's see how it goes. This is offline. I'm not sure if it has an offline mode. I played it online with friends last time, and I'm gonna do this again tomorrow. So. I think it's supposed to be more of an online game. And also, like, you can have like a server with like, it's like more of a permanent server. Like you progress, you know, you build your stuff and you explore more, and there can be other people from other teams on the same server in other places and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. It's a bit like Rust, I guess, if you think about it. You know, if you know Rust, kind of like that, I guess. I think last night was actually like another guy who attacked us and stuff, and then we were like fighting and these kind of things. So it's pretty funny. It's more fun solo, personally. Yeah, I mean, if it has like a viable solo mode, that's also cool. In any case, guys, I need to go. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow. So with this, with Revising, I mean, and with, I'm probably gonna finish the last planners. I wanted to make a few more leveling stuff, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, see you then. Gonna make Panda Glassjaw today. It's been a blaster in the gauntlet and other stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to sleep just yet. I have some other stuff going on. Do some max roll stuff and so on. So alright, send some love and see you tomorrow.